Happy May the
Fourth.
and happy May the 4th to me. Hello there, another episode of Boise's Bricks and Bits, and I want to wish everyone a happy May the 4th. And this, you know what, I got this, the land speeder, last year at the last, May the 4th Lego event, and I kind of got the Beskar key ring, which I'll have a look at. There was a couple of bits which I think I've got them in the loft now, a little ATST and as a promotion, and there might have been the Lars house, the household, or the kitchen, and again I've got that in the loft, so I haven't done anything with them, and I literally only built this about a week ago, and I think we're about a week away from actually the May the 4th itself. It's been sitting there, maybe I've been busy, maybe I prioritised other builds, I don't know, but I've just finally got to build this, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a wicked build. It came together nice. It's quite solid. It doesn't really, nothing, you don't pick it up and something falls off. One thing I wasn't overly keen on is how this particular engine kind of connects to it. It's a bit, I know sometimes weight brings things down, but I feel like it could have been a better system for this. Maybe, I don't know, someone will mod it up or something or another, but yeah, it just feels, because it literally just goes into the three holes. There is no more than that, and it just kind of hangs almost. But yeah, I'll have a closer look at that as well. It is a good build. I was and ahhing about this year's sort of release, because again I've kind of got the last UCS X, which I don't know if it's better or worse. I really need to see the new one. In the flesh as such. Do you know what I mean? Just to kind of determine which one I prefer. I definitely think this is better than the original one. But did we need another X-Wing? Now, I was nearly going to pass on this, and then my last minute head kind of said, you know what, you got some points, order it up. And I kind of like all the little promotions you get with it as well. Okay, the little Death Star, it's not bad, but I quite like the coin. The collectible, the coin's quite cool, and you get a little polybag X-Wing in itself. You get an X-Wing, you get another X-Wing, whatever. But I want to build that. Once I get that, build it, I will definitely do a comparison, because I've even kind of modded up one of my other sort of more basic. I think that was like the one where Rey's Luke's X-Wing, but Rey kind of took it for a ride, and I kind of changed it up a little bit just for it to look a bit better. And I almost feel like that little version almost looks like this bigger new UCS version, but again I will do a comparison on that. That's something else. Let's focus on this today, and like I said, it's a week away from May the 4th, and I think what is it, I swear it was telling me it's something like 2 days, and there you go. So when the actual new sets get released, it's in 2 days 10 hours from this point, so I'm guessing it's going to be a midnight release then. So everyone's going to be at their computers trying to log on, get into the queues and get their stuff before everything goes out of stock and that. So we'll split another battle once again, and I'm sure I'll be joining that queue now. Because like I said, if I don't get the promotions, I'm not going to get the X-Wing until later on down the line when Amazon or Zavvi or someone's selling it for a lot cheaper. Because I can guarantee, what is it, £209 is it? Yeah, £209.99 in the UK. And I guarantee, give it about 4 months down the line, you're going to get it. Zavvi's going to give a sale, or Amazon or someone, and you'll probably end up being able to get it for about 160 or something, around that sort of 160, 170 price. That's why I kind of feel like with the little freebies, which you won't be able to buy anyway unless you're going to pay stupid amounts on eBay or somewhere else, some other kind of marketplace. It's another X-Wing. Do I need it? Not really, but I kind of feel like, get it brand new, build it. This was admittedly sold second hand, but to the point that I still had to put my stickers on. The guy never done all the stickers. No, he actually missed it on the actual compartment flap door bit. Yeah, it's quite a bit of a bugger sticker to get on as well. So it'll be interesting to see if this is going to be printed or if it's going to give you another difficult sticker to fit. So that'll be interesting. But once again, let's get to that. We'll get to that later. Let me focus on this. And do you know what? I thought it was quite a cool build. You get your little C-3PO with a sort of silver leg. You get your classic Luke. And again, it's I've picked it up and nothing's fallen off, which is great. you know, I guaranteed this after a while is going to probably shake itself off. If, you know, you keep moving it about and don't pay attention. Will it fall off if I go sideways? Yes, it will. There you go. So you've got to kind of be careful with this bit, definitely. This one fits on a lot better actually. So I wonder if you could do a similar thing for the other side. But yeah, so again, it's not falling apart. It's got a couple of holes at the bottom, you know, spaces, empty bits at the bottom where it just kind of like fits back on. There you go. And there she is. And like I said, when I got this, and I was, this was, I just think this is such, I don't put it on my keys, I've got enough stuff on my keys anyway. I've got a little Mandalorian on there, but you know, kind of like a little Beskar keyring, which I thought again was quite cool. We'll have a closer look at that in a bit as well. So yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to this year's May the 4th now, purely because I want the couple of promotions more than I actually want the set itself, but why not? And you've got the little brick heads. I think it's like a set of 5. That I'm definitely keen on. So you get an Ewok, Princess Leia, R2, Luke, and a Lando. So I think that set in itself, and that's $39.99. So that's looking pretty cool. And I've got the Mini Executor Superstar Destroyer coming as well. And again, £60 worth. I mean, I don't feel, is it a bit expensive? Maybe, but I think it's quite quality, because there's only so much room I've got for big sets. I can't fit everything, you know. There's only so many shelves I can put up, and slowly Lego's starting to take over the house, and I think the more it does that, the wife's going to get angrier at me. And then the little man's got his Lego as well, and it's kind of like, ooh, okay, let me sort of not keep buying big sets. I think the only big set I will get in the future is if they bring out another Death Star 2. I think if they kind of like improve that, I mean, would that be the set that finally hits the £1,000? I don't know, but you know, that's something that I would definitely have my eye on in the future, should it come out. But yeah, anyway, let's have a closer look at this. So I mean, generally, like I said, it's a really nice build. I think it looks really good, and I know people have been moaning about how many land speeders are they going to bring out, because I'm pretty sure there was one, then another. I swear I've got one in the loft. Again, boxed up, which I think I bought for the boy and then never gave, because I just felt like he had too much already, kind of thing. Now, I mean, at least this is a UCS. Whether I buy any more land speeders in the future, I have no idea. But I think this is the one that kind of ends that for me, because I just don't think you can do much to improve on this. You know, I can't see them in 10 years' time bringing out another land speeder to celebrate 10 years of the last land speeder or anything like that, like what they're doing with the X-Wing in a sense. So I think that was 2012, potentially. Is that around 2012? Maybe. But yeah, it's just nice. It's got lovely detailing, even into the cockpit part, the steering wheel and everything. I mean, it's clearly not minifigure scale. You know, let's get Luke and sit him in there, and yeah, looks like your 2-year-old trying to drive your car. So yeah, that's definitely not a minifigure scale, which the other models are. They are play models, you know. It is more for the kids, but it's still decent little models. But yeah, I just like the smoothness of it. It's a shame about the stickers on the front though. You know, it's almost like, I mean, you know, one side of it is they could give more printed pieces. The other side of it is it's a part of model building, so it's about getting the sticker on and getting it as neat as you possibly can. Yeah, it's decent, you know, like I said, it's a good build. I was stupid and I wasn't paying attention to what I was sticking, so I kind of stuck this on the wrong way, so I had to kind of unpeel it, because I let it go, put it in position, and that's it. And once you peel it up, there'll always be a little bit showing, so maybe I'll get a new sticker sheet or something in the future. I'm not going to do anything silly like super glue it or anything, so that's just not the point. But it's just this, you know, I just don't understand this part of the build. It makes no sense to me. Surely they could have done a stronger system than this, you know, even if it was like, you know, within it just the actual more technic bits to kind of like clip in and be a bit stronger. But I mean, okay, if it's going to sit there and not do anything, absolutely fine, but just be mindful, if you're going to pick it up and move it and show someone, it can very likely just drop off, and then it's annoying, hits the floor, pieces of Lego go everywhere, you get annoyed. So yeah, it just shame that's a bit loose, because like this side, however, that side is just so much more stronger and better. Yeah, I think it's decent. Again, another little Luke. I don't know if there's anything particularly special about this Luke if he's not in any other set. I mean, it'd be nice if it was. I'll have to look it up, you know, to see if it is actually this is for this set and that's it, and you can't get this Luke anywhere else. That makes it a bit more exclusive, you know. And the same with the C3PO. You know, is this a C3PO just for this set, or you know, with the printing, or can you find this in other sets as well? You know, again, I think if they're making these UCS sets, they should really make the figures, you know, pretty much unique to the set, rather than having them available for a £30 playset or a £70 playset. You know, kind of have them sort of at least like limited edition or whatever you want to call them. But yeah, I think they should be at least unique to themselves with the set. And you know, C3, actually looking at C3, the more I look at him, there is a lot more little prints and stuff that, you know, around the body and stuff, looking at the mechanics and that. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And like the book, I have to say though, I may tap up Lego for another one, and they're really good. When there's things missing or there's damage, I mean, am I being a bit too snobby? But you can kind of see the bit of excess paper, sort of the way, and again, it's not finished that particular page very well. But yeah, I mean, Lego are good. If I was to write to them and say, look, my book's whatever damaged or just, you know, misprinted or whatever, they'd send you a new one. And yeah, just even inside the book, it's just nice to see some of the, just, you know, some of the scenes, and just kind of like talking about the land speeder, and just, you know, it's nice when they go into the designs of it and shows the you know, the people who make it or design it, and just kind of what went into it, into the making of it and that. But it's decent. Like I said, it was quite an enjoyable build. And the little, like I said, I know you got the little ATST poly bag and the Lars kitchen thingy-madoodah, but just this sort of like Ignat. I think that's awesome. Absolutely love it. It's got a bit of weight to it as well, so I don't know if I, you know, if you're somebody that just carries your keys in your pockets, it's quite heavy. I mean, I truly think you could hurt someone with this. Yeah, at least stab him in the eye. Yeah, take that. But no, decent little key ring. Comes in a nice little box, all sort of, and that's where it's kind of always stayed really. It's never really moved out of there. I don't do anything else with it. But you know, for the set itself, let's pick it up. Nice little, you know, stand for it to go on. And I know sometimes Wicked Bricks gets ones, and you can kind of have it on this way, so you can have it at an angle. It's quite nice for it to be flat, because it is generally, that is the model of it. And I've got some new kind of like shelves or new display cabinets over there, and I think I'm going to put it at the bottom, so it'll be quite nice to be flat, so you kind of get to see the entire ship anyway. You know, naturally underneath, that's what to expect. You know, it's going to be bricky. It's the bottom of it, but you know, generally the rest of it is quite a smooth model. It's, you know, the studs don't take anything away from it. You know, it reminds you that it's Lego. At the same time, it's smooth enough to be a more special edition set. And again, you saw that as no problem. Nothing's fallen off of it doing it. Even my, you know, my opinion of the dodgy engine thing. But then I'm mindful of that, so it doesn't happen. But yeah, I mean, what is this? How much is this set now? I honestly can't remember. I can't remember what I paid for it. I'm pretty sure it was around the 200 mark. But again, this is another set you're going to be able to get cheaper if it's still on the shelves and hasn't been retired. Again, I can't remember that either. Anyway, have a look yourselves. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to get this cheaper at some time. But it's a good build. And overall, if you collect the UCS sets, then I'll definitely say this is one for you. You got, you know, how could you have the other ships and not have this? You know, it's one of the first vehicles in the original trilogy. So yeah, old and battered and beaten, but it's still done its job. You know, it's kind of like the old Ladas. You know, it doesn't matter how many miles you had on them beasts, they just seem to constantly go, and their heaters would never break. And you know what I mean, as far as a car goes, but yeah, this is definitely an old banger. It's just trying to do a little bit of rust fit there, but yeah, good build. Very pleased with it, and yeah, once again, happy May the 4th to everyone. I hope you get what you want. I'm sure there's other Star Wars promotions. I swear I saw a Yoda lightsaber being advertised now, and I think that was about 270, you know, British pound. But I don't know. I don't think I've got any space for that. I think the one lightsaber that I want to collect now, at some point, would be Anakin's. I've got a Darth. I've got Obi-Wan's. I've got a Luke. I would love to get Anakin's. You know, that kind of went through all their films and, you know, just seems to live forever in a sense. But yeah, that's the one I'm looking for or waiting for. And I think I'm going to get a Black Series version of it just to kind of match up with some of my other ones. But yeah, please like and subscribe if you like the vids. And yeah, I'll be seeing you next time for the next vid. And I wish everyone have a nice day.